What is up, RDL family? I've got another retro news update. This is going to be a quick one. So if you look at the screen here, I got this message on Discord today that there's an update from the Kickstarter for Irena Genesis. I actually went and used my brain here, and apparently there's 1,051 of us who've backed this project, but the creators have posted an update today actually. I don't want to be the one to take credit for this, but there was a certain retro gaming YouTuber who's been poking into this, so I don't know, maybe they caught wind or maybe it's just coincidence, but in any case, they posted this here. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but basically, they apologize for the lack of communication. They explain that, they're still dealing with the personal, impact of, the loss of their close friend who was also, the pixel artist, on this project. And that's understandable. I don't think any of us could fault them for that. So definitely our condolences, sending out condolences in that respect, and just wishing them the best in terms of being able to remember this person and the good times, and just dealing with their emotions. So yeah, next is the project moves forward. So I guess the intent is to move forward with the project, to continue developing the project. They're going to be sending ROMs to backers, and apparently at some point they went down the road of porting to a PC version. Which I don't remember from the original campaign, but I barely remember yesterday. So, but yeah, they are apparently doing that as well, which, I mean, that's cool for the PC people. So that's a nice little perk. I mean, I would prefer it not to hold up the development of the Genesis game. And I don't know that that's the case, but I'm just saying, like, if I had my choice, like, please finish the Genesis first, and then, and then do the PC version as sort of a stretch. And I guess people have asked for refunds, and they are processing those refunds. So, yeah, so I think overall, and they're committing to more regular communication, and they're going to put out like a special video sort of update for, right? I think you're pushing it. Thanks again. Can't wait. Was it under here? Yeah. Additionally, a personal message from the project lead will soon be sent to all backers. So yeah. So I think overall a very sincere update. It seems. I was talking to my wife about this, but I understand, we understand, like, you have something very impactful in your life, a loss or whatever, whatever that personal thing is that happens. I work a full-time job. Like, I understand the impact that our personal lives can have on our professional lives, and nobody faults you for that. I think that, my issue personally, and other backers as well, I'm sure, is that there's no communication, right? Like, we understand maybe you can't actively work on it, right? Because you're dealing with this loss, and you can't be sending updates and Twitter posts every day, right? Perfectly reasonable. But can you send a 1 minute, like 2-sentence update once a month? I think that's reasonable. I mean, again, because like I mentioned in the previous news video, right, this is a little bit different. This is not some like hobbyist project. You took people's money, and the sort of understanding is that for that investment they're going to get a product, right? And so, but we're all human, over the next 3 months, we're gonna have to take a break. We need to deal with this loss over the next 3 months. We're probably not going to be able to work on the project. But we promise, like, once a month we'll send out an update, and that update might be there's no update, there's no progress, and that's fine, because at least you're still connecting with your customer, and it shows that, like, you're around. And it's like, it obviously stinks, like, hey, there's no progress being made, but they had this terrible thing happen, and so it's understandable that you would need a bereavement period to be able to deal with that. And come back to this once you've been able to sort of process it, and get yourself to a healthier place. So, and nobody reasonable should fault you for that, certainly. So I think if they, like they're saying here, like, going forward in the future, and this is any developer, any business person, right? Like, even for me, like, I can't just disappear, or I lose my job. So, but I think people understand, like, if something happens in your personal life, that sometimes, right, you need to be able to process that, and you need to be able to step away. But there still has to be some communication to where you are. When do you think you're going to come back, right? That sort of thing. So anyways, I'm really happy to hear that it looks like this project is going to move forward. Shooters on the Genesis are awesome. I mean, this project looks really cool. The pixel art is awesome. And, obviously wishing these guys the best. And I'm just happy that, I think it's really honorable that they've recognized, that there should have been more communication, and they're gonna, make sure that's a priority going forward. So I appreciate that. The other small update I have is on the Toplin collection. So this is exactly what I was just saying. We're continuing to work on this. We do not have additional details at this time, but our intention is still to get the licenses for the games and release the product. And this was on Jan 3rd. So maybe I talked about it already, but I just wanted to give that as an example. So unfortunately, we still don't have any details. Continues to be postponed, but we're working to get the licenses, and release the collection still. And that's it. So, unfortunately, your Toplin Shooters 2 collection is still postponed. Shantae, again, is like April. The analog is still shipping first quarter, so we've got like 2 more weeks here, and hopefully that comes through. And then ZPF, I gave that update, so that's moving forward as well. So I don't know if we'll get the Irena Genesis this year, but who knows? Maybe we'll get, a couple shooters on the Genesis this year, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But that's all I've got for you now. Have a great night, and talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye.